Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I wanted to talk about the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 beta. Now, I've been looking forward to this game for a really long time, so honestly, seeing it in its beta form made me pretty excited to play it. And this morning I opened it, and let's just say I did not have a fun time because the Black Ops 6 beta asked me for 8 trillion different things just for me to get it to open. I had to link my phone number to my Steam account, then it wanted me to merge things, and then it wanted me to create an account. Like, man, all I want to do is play Call of Duty. I don't think Call of Duty needs my phone number and all that, which kind of irritated me. But you know what? I had finally gotten in after going through like 8 different security checks because for some reason Call of Duty needs every single piece of my information in order for me to play the game. But when I finally got in, I was able to play the game. Now, I want to start off with the little things about the gameplay. So far, I've only played a couple matches of the multiplayer, and I gotta say, I think they got the feel of this multiplayer really well. After playing the beta, I will say the gun feel, I think the guns feel really good. Most of the guns feel really smooth. They fire like guns, and I noticed they've been trying to make the overall gameplay just a little more realistic, and I was just having a blast with the game because everything just feels so smooth. And in my opinion, it feels like the Cold War system, except better. I feel like it's kind of like an integration of the Modern Warfare system a little bit too, and I was honestly just having a really fun time playing the game because I was just, you know, it just felt like Call of Duty. I was just having a blast, going around, running around, shooting people. And it really does feel like they've improved on the Call of Duty Cold War system because it just feels like a better version of that game. And I saw the thing about the omnidirectional movement, so of course I was trying that out. I was kind of just dolphin diving all over the place and shooting in all directions, and that also surprisingly felt pretty good. Now, one thing I will say is that this does feel a little too similar to the rest of the games in some ways, but honestly, with a little bit of improvements here and there, I think this could be a great multiplayer. But I also said the same thing about Cold War like a couple years ago, and that game I didn't enjoy very much. I feel like every time I play a Call of Duty beta and I say it's good, it turns out being kind of mid, just another mid multiplayer. I'm not a huge fan of the Cold War multiplayer. I just think it's okay. And the last 2 Modern Warfare games just haven't been it for me because you can't tell me there's a difference between Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 at all. But I will say that this game does feel like it has its own unique feeling, simply because of not only of the weird movement system, but also just the gun feel and the overall gameplay. It feels different. It feels like I actually have more control over my character than I do in all the other games, and I think that's pretty nice. The UI and the way it feels when you get hit markers and all that, when you get score for getting kills, that also feels really, really good. I was testing it out, and I was kind of just, you know, running around with an SMG as most people do, and I was actually having a real blast with this multiplayer. I think people are giving it a lot of crap a little too early because it's still in its beta form, but I can see where that crap is coming from, especially from the zombies mode, which I don't know if there's a beta for it yet. I don't think there is, but I haven't tried it. I have seen it though, and it does look really, really similar to Cold War, which is to be expected because Cold War was the game before this. But I'm gonna try not to make any bitter judgments about the game, about the zombies mode before it comes out. But I was honestly having a really good time with this game. I have been a long time Call of Duty fan, even though I'm not that old. And I understand that a lot of Call of Duty fans are like in their 20s or 30s, and they're like, I've been playing this game since it came out. But you know what? I still wanted to give my opinion on the game just because I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty recently, especially a lot of the older ones. I've been enjoying the older ones. But this game really does, I think it feels really, really good. The gun feel, I feel like they got right. The UI, a lot of it just feels really nice, and especially compared to Modern Warfare right now, because Modern Warfare is not it for me. I think it's a lot better, just the multiplayer feel alone. and I've played around with a couple matches with just the mosh pit that you're given, and I've just had an overall really good time with this game. I mean, I don't really see how they could mess it up this time. With just a couple tweaks, I feel like this multiplayer could be a really, really, really good multiplayer. And honestly, I didn't even really mind Cold War Zombies that much. I did play it a lot. I almost got Dark Aether, or whatever that camo is. And honestly, I never really had an issue with Cold War. So I wouldn't really mind if this I wouldn't really mind if this Black Ops 6 Zombies was kind of just like Cold War, but better. I really hope they make improvements on the Cold War system and the maps. I did look at some of the maps, and they do look a little big, which I'm not exactly a big fan of. But I remember playing Cold War, not liking it at first, then going back to play it again. I'm like, you know what? This is pretty good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's kind of just a neutral thing for me. And I feel like people are giving the game a lot of crap already, just cause, well, it feels the same as last year's game, and yeah, a lot of the games are gonna feel similar to each other because they're being developed in relative time span, except the thing I am looking forward to about this game is that it's been in development, and the Modern Warfare series has been coming out within the span of a couple months within each other, which, come on, Activision, you don't need to pump out games that fast. But this one I'm really looking forward to because I just really like the multiplayer, and I feel like the zombies could have a lot of potential if they just make it a better Cold War. Like, if they just make Cold War, but they make the gameplay not average, I feel like this could be a good Black Ops 6 game. I feel like this could be the game. This could be it. But you never know until it comes out, and usually I do tend to have this kind of feeling for all of the other Call of Duty games when they're about to come out. Like, I remember playing the Modern Warfare 2 and the Modern Warfare 3 beta, and I just thought it was okay. I'm looking forward to this multiplayer experience. I haven't had a really good multiplayer experience since Call of Duty and Modern Warfare 2019, and I'm just hoping for the best for this game, honestly. I'm really looking forward to its full release, and I really didn't think it was that bad. I mean, I haven't really gotten to play like a solid modern Call of Duty multiplayer in a really long time. I've just been playing a lot of the old ones, but you know, that's just... But you know, I just feel like that's what a lot of other people have been doing too. And I'm just really looking forward to this multiplayer, so I hope it ends up being as good as it is, and I'm just really looking forward to it, so let's just hope and pray that Activision does its thing. I personally like the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 beta. I hope it gets better, but you know, those are just my thoughts on the game. I think it has a lot of potential. I think this game has a lot of potential, and it shouldn't be prejudged. Great multiplayer feel, great movement feel, great gun feel. I honestly just enjoyed it a lot. So let's just hope that when the game finally drops, it'll be as good as Activision's marketing. I'd assume their marketing skills are good because they get players to buy the same game every year. But let's just hope Black Ops 6 is a good experience.